in common use. My name is Gautam Ankar from Ganesh Nagar MPS Secondary School, Kandivali West. So yesterday we had discussed about the salt, pH, and we have started new topic, that is radioactive substance. Today we continue the same topic, radioactive substance. Yesterday in this topic we discussed about the structure of atom, what kind of what type of atoms radiate the energy in the form of radiation. Likewise, discussion we had did uranium, thorium, radium, these heavy elements or heavy atom having a large nucleus at the center are actually capable of radiating energy in the form of alpha rays, beta rays, gamma rays. Next, we discussed three types of radiation, namely alpha, beta, and gamma. Alpha is the two proton and emission of two proton and neutron from a large nucleus. Beta is the emission of electron from the nucleus, and gamma radiation is the emission of electromagnetic wave or electromagnetic radiation, also known as photon, is known as gamma rays. Rutherford actually discovered two kinds of rays radiation, namely alpha and beta radiation, and Villard discovered the third type of radiation called gamma radiation. Also, we discussed yesterday about the uh, experiment done by Rutherford to demonstrate the charge on the alpha, beta, and gamma particle and their characteristics. In this demonstration or in this experiment, what they did, they kept the radioactive substance that radiates its energy in the form of radiation, kept inside this block, okay, with single hole, so that the radiation come out of this hole. Substance kept at the center of this black box, that is radioactive substance kept at the center of this box, have a hole at one of its face. The radiation start coming out of this hole and passes through these two plates. One is positively charged plate, another one is negatively charged plate. So the radiation coming out of the box passes through these two plates can be detected on the screen, that is photographic plate. This is a photographic plate where the radiation can be detected. Now once the radiation start moving from this source point through these two plates towards the photographic plate, when there is electric field between these two plates. Since one plate is electrically positively charged and another one is electrically negatively charged, so there is electric field exist between these two plates from positive to negative direction. The radiation when passes through this electric field or between these two plates, the radiation get deviated, get deflected. The radiation which deflect towards the positive plate is known as beta radiation or beta rays. The radiation which deviate towards the alpha, or sorry, deviate towards the negative plate, are known as alpha rays or alpha radiation. Although radiation which do not deviates anymore is known as gamma radiation. The deviation is detected on this photographic plate. There is a spots at this point. There are some spots on that this point, and there are some spots on this point. It means a single line radiation get deviated to certain this range. So here, from here we can conclude the radiation is get deviated. So the deviation of radiation, Rutherford, with the help of Willard, gave the name. He gave the name beta rays to the radiation deviated towards the positive plate. He gives the name alpha ray to the radiation deviated towards negative plate, and gamma rays for the no deflection. See, this kind of charge actually moves. Okay. Next one is what actually? Radiation coming out of unstable nucleus. Now this is a kind of unstable nucleus. From here, radiation come out. So radiation is kind in ninth class we are studying three types of radiation, namely the alpha radiation, beta radiation, and gamma radiation. This is actually unstable nucleus. So unstable nucleus causes radiation or emits some radiation in the form of alpha rays, beta rays, and gamma rays. Now what actually alpha rays is? Alpha rays is nothing but two proton and two neutron. So the heavy nucleus contains large number of protons and neutrons. Among the large number of protons and neutrons, two protons and two neutrons together, if released from this heavy nucleus, then such a radiation is known as alpha radiation. Now, some of the positron or electron may be released from the atom. Such a radiation is known as beta radiation, and some energy released in the form of electromagnetic wave or also known as photon, it's called gamma radiation. Radiation showing deviation after passing through electrically charged plate. Earlier also we saw this activity or the experiment in which the radiation gets deviated on passing the radiation through these two electrically charged plate. Now characteristics of alpha, beta, and gamma. On after experimentation on the radiation, we are conclude some of characteristics of alpha, beta, and gamma. They are listed below. First one, nature, proper. First one, their property. First one is nature of alpha, beta, and gamma. The nature of alpha rays is of it's actually a current of helium particle with no electron. This is the current of helium particle, alpha particle. So continuous emission of helium particle is actually known as alpha rays. It contains two proton and two neutron. Alpha rays can also be written as He mass 4 atomic number 2. He means helium. The elements with two protons is known as helium. Therefore, alpha rays is nothing but atom of helium with no electron. There is no electron. Only proton and neutrons are released from the heavy nucleus. So this is the continuous emission of helium atoms are known as actually alpha rays. Now, what is the nature of beta particles or beta rays? Current of beta particles or electrons. The atom releases some electrons continuously after the nuclear nuclear reaction inside of the atom. It releases some electrons. So any substance which continuously releases electrons from its inside reaction. So such a current of electrons is known as beta rays. And what about the gamma rays? The nature of gamma rays is it is electromagnetic radiation. Is neither a particle nor anything. It's kind of energy only. So it is a electromagnetic radiation. It is a wave, electromagnetic wave. So these are the natures of three types of rays: alpha, beta, and gamma. What about the what about their mass? Mass of alpha, mass of beta, and mass of gamma. The mass of alpha is found to be 4.0028 U. U means atomic mass unit. So in atomic mass unit, alpha have its mass 4.0028 and beta rays having a mass 0.000548 atomic mass unit U, and gamma have no mass. Since gamma is not consist with any particle, therefore it is a massless. Now from here you can compare that alpha particle is very heavy as compared to beta particles. Since it is a 4.0028 U, and beta particle is very less as compared to alpha. It is 0.000548. The another one property is charge on the alpha, beta, and gamma. The alpha particles is a particle or the element of helium atom with no electron. So in normal state, helium atom contains two electrons in its outer surface, in its orbits. So when there is no electron, it means two electrons are already released or vacant. So the helium atoms acquires plus 2 charge on it. Therefore, the alpha particle or alpha rays have a charge of 2 plus or plus 2 charge. What about the beta? Beta having a negative 1 charge. Beta is nothing but electron. So electron have one negative or minus 1 charge on it. And gamma rays are electrically neutral. The charge on these particles or alpha, beta, gamma rays also demonstrate or also concluded from the experiment done by the Rutherford. When these radiation passes through the electrically charged plate, alpha shows little deviation towards negative plate and beta shows greater deviation towards positive plate. From there also we can conclude the charge on this radiation. Next, velocity. The velocity of alpha, beta, and gamma rays. So the fastest thing in the universe is velocity of light. The light is the velocity of photon. It travels fastest in the universe. So when we compare the speed of light with alpha particle, alpha rays, or speed of light with beta rays, it is found that the speed of alpha rays are little bit slower than the speed of light. It is 1/5 to 1/20th times the velocity of light. What is the velocity of light? 3 into 10 raised to power 8 meter per second, nearly 3 lakh kilometer per second. The speed the light travels with 3 lakh kilometer in a second. So this much velocity with the light travels, but alpha rays can travel little bit slower than the speed of light. It is 1/5 to 120 times the velocity of light because alpha particles are heavy, therefore it travels slowly compared to speed of light. Next one is beta. Beta is slightly have a more velocity or more speed than alpha. It is 1/5 to 19th times the velocity of light. Okay, and the gamma rays as same as the velocity of light. So among these three, we can compare that gamma rays are move fastest, then beta rays and alpha rays are fast, travel slowly. Among these three, alpha, beta, and gamma rays are fastest travel, beta rays are in between alpha and gamma, and alpha rays. Other alpha particle, alpha rays emitted. Hello. The deviation in electrochemical, if we compare, the alpha rays attract towards the negative plate, the beta rays attract towards the positive plate, and gamma rays show no deviation at all. Next one characteristic, if we see, the properties penetrating power. Now, penetrating power means at what extent does any kind of radiation get inserted inside any of the object. So, how much inside one can one of the radiation goes. So, this is their actually penetrating power. Alpha rays since made up of a nucleus of helium, so large in size, therefore it do not go to much inside of any of the objects, so it is have comparatively less penetration. Can penetrate an aluminum sheet of thickness 0.02 mm. If you take aluminum sheet of 0.02 mm of thickness, then through these alpha particles can penetrate, goes inside of it. The beta particles can penetrate a aluminum sheet of thickness 2 mm, which is 100 times the penetration of alpha particles. Now, beta alpha particles penetrate 0.02 mm, but beta particles penetrate the aluminum sheet of 2 mm thickness. So it is 100 times more penetrating power. Beta rays have 100 penetrating power more than alpha. Gamma rays can penetrate 15 centimeter thick lead screen with 10,000 times the penetration of alpha particles. The gamma rays are having more penetrating power. Here below, the image is showing alpha, beta, medical X-ray, gamma, etc. given, in which you can see the alpha rays, the paper, through alpha rays cannot pass through the paper. Paper block the alpha rays, but beta rays, X-rays, gamma, and neutron passes through the paper. Then another one object kept in between, that is human skin or animal skin is kept in between, in which beta rays get blocked through the skin, but X-ray, gamma rays, and neutron get passes through the screen in another direction. Now, another block kept in between the rays is wooden block. Wood is kept in through wood. The X-ray, gamma rays, and neutron rays are passes through. Next one is cement block. Cement is kept in between, through which X-ray is also blocked from the cement by the cement block, and gamma rays are also blocked. So this is the penetrating power. If we compare the penetrating power of alpha rays, gamma rays, and beta rays. The alpha rays have low penetrating power. Beta rays are having a moderate penetrating power between the alpha and gamma rays. Gamma rays having more penetrating power as compared to alpha and beta. Beta have 100 times greater penetrating power than alpha rays, and gamma rays have 10,000 times greater power than the penetrating power of alpha rays. Another one property is ionization. Ionization, it means how readily this radiation makes another atom ionized. It means the radiation which causes another atom to release the electrons. So alpha rays are with high energy, therefore they have high ionization power. It means alpha rays can readily release the electron from any of kind of the atom. So alpha rays have high ionization power, but beta rays are little bit have a low ionization power. It means it cannot easily release the electron if it get bombarded by the beta particle, beta rays. Any atom if get bombarded by the beta particle, the electron cannot easily released by the beta rays. Therefore, it have a low ionization power or ionization, and gamma rays have very low ionization since it do not release radiation, sorry, any kind of electron from any atom because it have low ionization power. The highest power is alpha rays, therefore it readily release the electron of atom when alpha particle get bombarded to the atom. Alpha rays when strike to any kind of the atom loses its electron. That is known as ionization. So alpha can readily releases the electron from any atom. Therefore, it have high power of ionization. Therefore, ionization characteristics of alpha particles is very high. Another characteristics is power to produce fluorescence. Fluorescence means light in the dark, production of light in the dark, emission of visible rays in the dark automatically by internal reaction. No any electricity or magnetism is used while releasing the visible light. Only their internal nuclear reactions are reason why the light is produced. So power to produce fluorescence. Alpha rays, alpha rays produces fluorescence with high power. Beta rays produces very low, and gamma rays are low. So the power of production of fluorescence of alpha rays is very high, then beta rays is very low, and gamma rays are in between. To understand the fluorescence, I had given you the image at the bottom, right side of the bottom, in which some of the chemicals kept in the glasses or glass bottle, are giving out numerous colorful visible light. This is nothing but actually known as the fluorescence, because they are showing visible light. So this visibility comes from the nuclear reaction undergone in between. So when alpha particles or alpha rays or beta rays or gamma rays fall on these chemicals, they start releasing visible light. So when the alpha particle fall on these chemicals, the visible light emits readily and in high brightness. Maximum visible light releases when alpha particles strike on this or fall on these chemicals. But when beta particles fall on these chemicals, the visible light is very low. They release or they emit very low visible light. Therefore, the power to produce fluorescence of beta rays is very low, and gamma rays is moderate. So the production of visible light after the falling of gamma rays on these chemical fluorescent chemical, gamma rays produces moderate type of visible light. Now another topic is use of radioactive isotopes. Now the substance or the elements or the atoms which produces or show the radioactive property are the elements which show radioactivity or radioactive substance. We are going to see here their uses. So use of radioactive isotope. It is a misconception that radioactive elements are used only for making an atom bomb. Now, since high and very powerful energy is obtained from the nuclear reactions or this radiation is containing very high energy. So these radiating energy or radiation energy are not only used in the atom bombs or nuclear bombs. Beside of it can also have numerous other uses also. So this is misconception that radiation energy is only used for the atom bomb. This is a misconception. The radioactive isotopes or radiation energy can also be used in numerous ways, like in scientific research, agriculture industry, medicine, etc. Like when we go to the medical for the scanning purpose, they use the radiation. or when someone get bone fracture, the doctor assist him or told him to get the x-ray of that bone. X-ray means x-rays are kind of radiation. So this is the medical use of radiation. When X-rays or CT scan, body goes undergoes this kind of radiation, in which we can easily see the internal structure of our body with help of radiation, because radiation have penetrating power. They can easily undergo any kind of the body and view inside structure. Examples are X-ray, like used in medicine. Another use of radiation in agriculture is to kill the microorganisms or to record the temperature of plants. When plants have some insect or some diseases on its leaf, stem, flower, fruit, etc., we can kill those insects or can cure those diseases with the help of radiation, since radiation have a heat energy, light energy, or another kind of energy in it. So therefore, we can directly use it to kill the insect or germ on the plant. This is the this is the kind of use of radiation in agriculture. Another one in scientific research. In scientific research also, radioactive isotope or radioactive substance can be used for archaeologists use carbon 14 to to date artifacts containing plant or animal material. Now, scientists, when discovered any fossil inside of the earth crust, how come to know that of what time these fossils is of about? How ancient or how old the fossil is? To know the age of that fossil, scientists use radiation energy or radioactive substance to know the date of fossil, how old, or to calculate the years of that fossil. Also, criminal investigation also uses radiation to examine evidences. Uh, Radiation energy is also used in the industries like power plant. Nuclear power plant produces electricity. The huge amount of energy produced in the nuclear reaction or the unstable nucleus, from unstable nucleus, that energy is directly converted into the electric energy, which can further be sent to our respective homes for further domestic use, etc. So radiation, along with the making of bombs or destructive atoms, it has a large numerous use in the field of medicine, agriculture, scientific research, industries, etc. Radioactive substances are used in two ways: by using the radiation alone and by using the radioactive element itself. So radioactive substances are used in two ways. Either we use the element directly or we use radiation. So on cold days, we get feel hot on standing in the sun, standing outside in the sun. So we feel hot due to the radiation. But when we use the radium watches, actually we are using a material. So we can use either actual material or the radiation coming out of the material. Use of radiation and use of material. In the two way we use the radiation. Now there are numerous hazards also along with the nuclear reactions. Those hazards are listed here. Hazards of radioactive substance and radiation. The central nerve system is affected by radioactive radiation. Now, what happens when any human being or animal get affected by the radiation? Radiation are very harmful because it penetrate goes inside of the body and having more energy. So it burns, change the DNA structure or produces heat etc. It can cause us a damage. Since the radiation is very small in size, radiating particle like alpha particle, beta particle are very small in size. They can penetrate or goes inside of the body. These the radiation is of the size of atoms, though so they do the reactions or they do the deforms at atomic level. So these are very harmful and causes cancer like diseases to us. So nervous system is very sensual system in our body. So the radioactive system affect the central nervous system of our body, so it is very hazardous. Hereditary defects are generated by bombardment of radiation on DNA in the body. Now what happened in 1945 or in 1944, I think, the two atomic nuclear bombs were bombarded in Japan on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. These bombardment of nuclear weapons, nuclear bomb on these two cities causes heavy death. Many people get death due to this accident. Many people get disease for lifelong, and people those survive in this incident get a disease like cancer and the change in their DNA. So the change of DNA causes hereditary defects in their generation after generation, generation after generation. The child getting birth in Hiroshima and Nagasaki are born with disease because of the change in DNA. Since the radiation is also very so they change the hereditary, so they causes the hereditary problem in. Now next, radioactive radiation can penetrate the skin and causes diseases like skin cancer, leukemia, etc. So there are certain disease listed disease like skin cancer, leukemia. These diseases are caused by the radioactive substances and harmful radiation. Next one is radioactive pollutant created due to the explosions enter the body through air and it is difficult to control them. So there is a radioactive pollutants also. It means some of the harmful atoms also released by radiation, harmful atoms present in air. If these if those atoms present in air goes inside of our human body, we can't control and they create a disease in our body. Another one, the radioactive pollutants released in the sea enter the bodies of fishes and through them enter the human body. Now if those radioactive pollutant harmful atoms present in air, if those mix with the water goes into the rivers and sea, and those heavy or harmful atoms affect the fish and fishery color aquaculture, and those fishes if we eat goes inside of the human body and also causes disease to human beings. The radioactive paints on the watch can causes cancer. So many watches and clothes are very attractive for look. The radium watches, radium clothes are very attractive to look, but it is very harmful since radiation is very harmful. So don't wear those luxurious atoms which uses the radiation like radium. So these are actually harmful to us. The radioactive isotope strontium 90 can enter the body through plants, fruits, flowers, cereals, milk, etc., and causes disease like bone cancer, leukemia, etc. Now there is a one isotope strontium 90. Strontium is element, so its isotope strontium 90 is radioactive substance. It means it releases radiation. So this strontium 90 can enter our body through plants, fruits, flowers, cereals, etc. This strontium 90 isotope is present everywhere in fruit, plant, milk, cereals, flowers, etc. If we eat those plants, flowers, cereal, and milk, then this strontium 19 goes inside of our body. release a radiation which causes a disease. After releasing, this causes a disease like cancer, leukemia, etc. So this is what all about the radiation we learned. Very interesting topic, radioactive substance. So in radioactive substance, we define the radioactive substance, the substance which emit the radiation are known as radioactive substance. Elements with high atomic numbers such as uranium, thorium, radium have property of spontaneously emitting invisible, highly penetrating and high energy radiation. This property is called radioactivity. Property in which elements emits a radiation is known as radioactivity, and the elements, actually the materials or elements or atoms that releases energy are known as radioactive substance. The examples of radioactive substance are uranium, thorium, radium. The substance having this property is called radioactive substance. The radioactive substance have unstable nucleus. I already told you unstable nucleus means a heavy or large nucleus with large number of protons, are unstable means they are readily or frequently releases its energy to gain its stability. There are three types of radiation. Radioactive substance radiates energy in a three types. There are certain types, but we are in this ninth class standard. We are discussing about only three kinds of radiation: alpha radiation, beta radiation, and gamma radiation. Alpha radiation are nothing but the nucleus of helium atom. Beta radiation is nothing but the electron, and gamma radiation is nothing but a photon or electromagnetic waves. The nature of radioactive radiation. We learned that Rutherford had discovered two kinds of radiation, that is alpha radiation and beta radiation. Discovery of alpha and beta is done by Rutherford in 1889, and Willard, another scientist, discovered gamma radiation. So they set up an experiment to further study this radiation. So they kept the radioactive substance in closed box with one single opening through which the radioactive substance release its radiation or release its particle, alpha particle, beta, gamma, etc. They set up an experiment in which they passes those radiation from the two electrically charged plate, positive and negative, through which they found that some radiation tends or bend or deviate towards positive plate. Some radiation bend towards or deviate towards negative plate. They name the radiation which deviate towards the positive plate as a beta radiation, and the radiation which deviated towards a negative plate is known as alpha radiation. Radiation which do not deviate anymore is known as gamma radiation. So in from this experiment, they conclude much information which is listed in this table. Their properties, they concluded from this experiment their properties like nature, mass, charge, velocity, deviation, penetrating power, ionization power, power of fluorescence, etc. So they conclude that alpha rays, gamma rays, beta rays, etc., among which the alpha rays are current of alpha particles, beta rays are current of beta particles, and gamma rays are nothing but electromagnetic radiation. Among which alpha rays are heaviest, beta radiation is lighter, and gamma rays have no mass. Gamma is massless. The charge on alpha particle is 2 positive, charge on beta particle is 1 negative, and gamma rays are electrically neutral. They don't have any kind of charge. If we compare the velocity of this radiation, al- alpha is slowest among the radiation. It is 1/5 to 1/20th times the velocity of light. Beta radiation is little bit have more speed. It is 150 to 9/10 times the velocity, and gamma rays are same as the velocity of light. Also, the penetrating power we see, the gamma rays have highest penetrating power. The beta rays have little bit less penetrating power, and alpha rays are very less penetrating power. If we see the ionization power, the alpha rays are more ionized, high ionizing power. Beta rays are low ionizing power, and gamma rays have very low ionizing power. If we see fluorescence, power of fluorescence, alpha rays have very high fluorescence power, beta low, and gamma are low. Next, we saw their uses. The radiation uses in various field like scientific research, agriculture, medicine, industries, etc. The radioactive substances can be used two way, either use a material or radiation. And along with the uses of radiation, radioactivity, there are certain hazards also. There are numerous hazards also caused by the radiation. These hazards also listed here. We discussed, and now here we stop our lecture. Hello, sir. Hello.